Laid awake all night just wondering about the mix-up in this lab.
Potential mix-up.
There's no way to test, find out anything before the baby's born.
Unless you want to tell Taylor and Mom, then no, you have to wait. If you even are going to want that information when the baby comes, you may just look at this precious baby's little face and not care. Did you ever think about that?
Something tells me I won't be thinking about much else for the next 3 months.
Clear the air. That's why you wanted to see me?
Yeah.
In the very room that you bailed on our wedding. Are you sure you didn't ask me here to torture me?
So what do you think?
About calling in sick? I'd love to, but we have that big show coming up. And...
Reality rears its ugly
Yeah,
head.
but in our particular office building, we have this great thing. It's a private sauna.
She remembers.
How could I forget?
Okay, the sauna it is later.
It's a date. So what?
Do you want to drive in together?
Don't you have to pick up Abby?
No, Brianne's mom's gonna take her into school. So you want to be my chauffeur, handsome?
Oh, I'd love to, but I can't today.
Yeah? What's going on? Too many errands?
I need to stop by and see Brooke.
Okay, all right, well then I'm gonna take a quick shower and I'll let you know when I'm done.
No, Claudette, no thanks. I don't want any coffee. I'll just wait here for Nick.
What are you doing with those?
The last thing I want to do is torture you.
So this is just thanks for the memories. See ya.
Look, I'm not angry, okay? Not at all. What we had was amazing.
You're just not amazing enough to marry me.
It wouldn't have worked, Donna.
I would have made you a good wife, Thorne.
Yes, but for all the wrong reasons. Look, let's not dwell on the negative, okay? It was a wild, wonderful ride, and I don't regret one single minute of it. The reason why I called you here is because I want to tell you how grateful I am.
Grateful?
Yes. Donna, when you walked into my life, I was committing a slow suicide. I was trying to hide my pain behind booze and pills. And then you came in and you pulled me out of this tailspin. You gave me a reason to live again. You saved my life, literally. And I will never be able to thank you enough.
You're upset?
Yeah, I'm upset. I mean, we just had this amazing time together. We spent the whole night making love, and now you're talking about Brooke again.
Actually, I thought I explained all this.
I know. Brooke's going through something.
Yeah, she is.
Can I ask you a question? When is she not going through something? Because from what I understand, Brooke's life is always in a constant state of crisis, which means she needs to be rescued, preferably by you or Nick, and he's not available, so you got elected.
I guess I deserve that.
Well, you know what I deserve? I deserve a little honesty. You went to Big Bear with Brooke and the kids. I went to your brother's wedding alone, and I didn't give you any grief about it, Ridge. I figured when you got back, you'd give me a reasonable explanation. So now you're back, And all I've heard is that you can't talk about it, so I shouldn't even ask. You're keeping a secret from me involving your ex-wife, and that's just not how you build trust. So, I'm gonna ask you again. What is this crisis that's so intense that you can't tear yourself away from Brooke? Not even for one day.
I wasn't snooping. They were right here on your desk. I couldn't resist taking a peek. I know how excited you and Taylor are about having this baby.
Oh.
So I called you. I guess you didn't get my message that I was coming over here.
No, I didn't. What brings you by?
That four-letter word called work.
Yeah, I notice you haven't been coming in much.
Oh. And you've been very patient. I want to thank you for that. I know your star designer has been MIA for a while, but here I am. I'm ready to just jump back in. And I did these designs. They're right there. I think you might be pleased.
Well, you seem better. I hope you are. I'm curious why you didn't come to me. I always thought you could come to me if you needed something.
Yeah. I mean, you've always been very supportive, Nick. It's just you're with Taylor and you're having a baby. I interfered long enough.
Brooke, listen, I don't really know what's going on, but, I don't put any walls up between us. Really. We're friends, and what do friends do? They look after each other. They support one another. And when they do that, they do it because hopefully the other person trusts them. You do trust me.
I do. I do trust you. It's just... I couldn't...
Couldn't what? What is it that you couldn't tell me?
I was attacked. Viciously.
Attacked? By whom?
It's a man. Somebody I didn't even really know.
He what? Brooke. What did he do to you?
He raped me.
For the record, I'm grateful too. You treated me like gold. It's nice to finally know what that feels like.
So, no hard feelings?
Not a one. But there is something I need to give you, though. Probably should have taken it off that day.
Hard to let go of a dream.
It was, Being a stepmother to your darling little girl and being married to a kind, sensitive man. Not that I would have minded making Stephanie's life a living hell, but that would have just been a fringe benefit. Along with a few others I can think of. Tiger.
We were hot together.
Yeah. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But I will always respect you and admire you.
I noticed you didn't say you'd always love me.
I could have made you happy, Thorne. But say lovey.
Yeah.
Dorothy warned me that if there were any other incidents at the house involving police, she wouldn't be able to go to bat for me with the judge. That's why I couldn't tell anybody until after I got my babies back.
If you need to take more time, if there's anything that I can do.
Just promise me that what we talked about stays in this room. You can't even tell Taylor. Only a handful of people know, and that's the way I want to keep it.
Fine. You got my word.
Thanks for understanding. I made a promise to myself that I'm not going to let this cripple me. I'm not going to let this keep me from being the kind of mother that I need to be for my children. Because Hope and RJ, they need me. And God knows I need them.
Your children are safe, Brooke. No one's ever going to take those kids from me again. You hear me? No one.
When I wasn't upfront with you about my involvement with Rick, it created a lot of mistrust between us, and rightfully so. But I learned my lesson. So, do you trust me enough to tell me what's going on with Brooke? More silence, so I guess that tells me what I need to know.
Ashley, none of this changes the way I feel about you. This is a very personal, private issue for Brooke, and she was very adamant that I not say anything.
To anyone? Or just to the woman that you're supposed to be in love with?
I really wish you wouldn't take it that way.
I don't know how else to take it, Rich. I mean, the one thing I learned from my mistake is that when you're in a committed relationship, you don't get to keep secrets, especially with an ex-lover. I just refuse to live that way.
Not only do I have my kids back, but I may be getting their father back, too.
Oh, my God.
Now, don't give me that look.
Why would you do this? Why would you put yourself through that pain again after what you've been through?
Because it's... Rich and I, it's kismet. It's destiny. I know that more than I know anything. Now, I might have said this to you not too long ago, but any chance of a future that we had together ended the day that Taylor got pregnant. So you have the woman you want. You have the life that you want. You can't argue with anything that I say.
Well, we never really know what the future may bring, do we, Brooke?
I know what I want. And I know where my future lies. With the father of my child.
Well, You're about the last person I expected to see in my living room.
Yeah. Thorne and I had a discussion, and I left my purse.
How did that go?
Well, you know, when he called, I was braced for the onslaught, but Thorne surprised me. He was very sweet, very classy. He said I'd helped him get his life back on track, and he'd always be grateful. I told him I'd be grateful too. I gave him the ring back, and we wished each other well. And then I left, forgetting my purse.
Well, it sounds like the two of you made your peace.
We did.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I was worried, actually, about how Thorne was going to handle all that. Sounds like he's planning to get on with his life.
He's got the right idea. Looks like you're kind of rattling around this place by yourself, huh?
Yeah, it just still drives me crazy. What Stephanie did to Brooke. Giving this animal all the information he needed about how to get into the house and how the things were going with the custody hearings, all the ammunition he needed to be able to do what he did to Brooke. And what Brooke has been through.
Eric, it's not your fault. Your wife's responsible, not you. Don't you dare get down on yourself for a tragedy she created.
All right, how did you know I was thinking about you?
As I was thinking about you too.
About what we talked about the other day?
I was hoping you'd do something for me, Logan.
After everything you've done for me, how could I refuse?
I want to tell Ashley what happened to you.
Rich, no.
Sure respect your privacy. But keeping the secret from Ashley concerning you, it's starting to undermine our relationship. She's feeling like I'm putting your needs ahead of hers, and I have been doing that. I don't want to operate that way. It's not fair to Ashley or her daughter, who's growing very attached to me.
Ashley is an impressive woman, and I could see why you would be attracted to her. But that's as far as it goes. And it's time that Ashley knows that. In case I didn't make myself clear the other day, I want you back, Ridge. Your future is with me and our children. And I want to start building our lives together and have that for the rest of our lives. You, me, our children, forever. I know what I want, and I know where my future lies. With the father of my child.